Hello, welcome to Fuck Your Thoughts podcast. Tonight's episode is Attractor or Opportunist. So, on tonight's episode of Fuck Your Thoughts, we will be discussing how we attract or pursue opportunities. We will also delve into what integrity and dishonesty may look like when one seeks opportunities. As always, we will crack jokes, talk sass, and get off task in our West Tennessee lingo. Oh, shit.
Hey,
Hey.
hey, am I unmuted? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you
Yeah,
hear
I
me
can
now?
hear you. It tried to mute itself back. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they don't want it to go on. Y'all better follow up off this, man.
That's crazy.
Y'all better follow up off of it.
Well. I don't know
I
what
know.
that was. It would not let me. It wouldn't even let me type nothing.
Well, must have been a sign you supposed to be the host.
I don't know. Maybe
You supposed to be the host, man.
I'm unprepared. I didn't have no song.
It's all right. Hey, we just going with the flow. How the shit go? Let it go. Let
Right.
it go. That's the type of energy I feel like it's going right now. Yeah, I don't care what nobody say. That Saturn going into that damn Aries. Motherfucker ain't finna have to think about shit and hope and ponder. You just do that shit. Just jump off the porch. There go.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know if because my Aries rise and my Aries rise are feeling it, baby. I don't give a damn.
I don't have
Ooh,
any Aries placements.
you don't. Do you
No.
have any fire placements?
One.
Oh shit. Shit. Well, Lord. That's like I ain't got no earth placements. I got one earth place. No, I got two earth placements. All my shit is in fire. And I think I got one air placement, two air placement.
I think I get something is in Sagittarius.
Okay, okay. That
That
little fire. Oh,
hold your
that's the one that the whole generation is in. Like Neptune or some shit.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because mine is in the same thing. I
Yeah.
think I got two in Sagittarius that's like that.
That sound like it. I don't know where the Sagittarius is it. He'll be
Uh-huh.
okay there.
Yeah.
This was impromptu, so it'll be alright.
This is very impromptu. I'm saying that's the energy of this Aries shit, man. Just go. Head 10 toes, head first. Either you
Mm.
gonna sink or swim. Or drown in this
Oh.
month. Or drown in this month. Uh,
You what?
drown in this motherfucker. Shit. Either way, jump off the porch, man.
Don't jump. Just step off. You might hurt yourself.
Jump off the porch in this thing. Why is my there's so many of my pictures that be missing.
Huh?
So many of my pictures that be deleted.
From what?
I had to Google, girl. I had no my actual photos. So I had to go through Google because I guess when you save in Google Photos, that is attached to your Gmail. So everybody is doing this thing where they want you to pay for storage. Ain't nobody gonna own nothing. We ain't gonna have no pictures. I'm gonna start getting my pictures printed.
I just seen somebody talking about that.
Yeah, I'm finna start going
To
to
Walgreens.
or yeah, send them to Walgreens. Walgreens be running specials all the time. Where pictures be like 5 and 10 cents. I don't know if they do it no more, but they
They
used
finna
to.
quit because you said it on here.
I know, right? But they be running specials where you get 50% off, 40% off. But I'm finna start printing my pictures because y'all got me fucked up
Yeah. I
all
used
the way.
to
I know I can be playing with y'all. Ain't nobody got time for that.
So yeah. Did you have a what you call?
A word of the day.
Yeah.
You better know it. Yeah,
Okay.
best to know it. So my word of the day is vertiginous. Vertiginous. How you spell that is adjective, and how you spell that is VERTIGINOUS. Vertiginous. Vertiginous.
VERT. Say it again.
Vertiginous. Biology, biologically, laboratory
Girl,
biology.
I
Good.
can't. I'm trying to type it in the thing.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Vertigio. No. Let me stop. Let me stop. Okay. Vertiginous. Vertiginous.
Okay.
And it is a formal adjective used to describe something that causes or is likely to cause a feeling of dizziness, especially because of great height. Example: as a window washer for some of the city's tallest skyscrapers, Victor had to quickly master working at vertiginous heights.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, vertigo.
Vertiginous.
Oh, well, that makes sense
I
because it
like
has
vertigo.
yeah, it has vertigo in there. So vertigo is dizziness.
Yep.
So yeah, okay. So they just added.
Vertigo will have you out here toe up, man.
You sure will. Listen, whatever that little last illness that they got going on around here,
It's
well, it's just
vertigo.
it's straight vertigo. Like it's just a head cold. It's just usually head colds drain and cause a cough. Whatever this journey is, just cause your nose to burn and your nose meat to just be stuck together so where you can't breathe and it
Your
ain't
nose
running.
stuck together.
Yes, the little nose, your flesh in your nose, the fleshy part. It's like it was so inflamed that it was closed and shut together. I didn't have no snot, but my ears, whatever it was, just fluid in my ears and head,
Mm.
straight fluid, and it was pretty annoying. I had vertigo. Only way I got rid of it, I had to take a nasal decongestant, one of the old school like a Sudafed, and it dried it right on up the next day.
Did you have to give your ID to get the Sudafed?
No, I had some already I probably did. This was from last year. I had bought, and so it was. They make meth out of Sudafed.
That's why they make you get them their ID.
They make that shake and bake, nigga.
I went to I think it was Dyer somewhere. Dyer, either Dyer County or Dyersburg. I can't remember which one it was. And I went in Dollar Tree to get Dollar Store to get. They carded me to buy a lighter.
Because they be taking the lighter fluid out of it, girl, and putting all that stuff in a. They was put it all in a 2 liter bottle. They would use match sticks, the ends on matches, the little part that you light up on the matches.
Uh-huh.
They would use them. They would use the Sudafed and whatever else. But I knew they used the tips of matches and the lighter fluid, the stuff in the lighters. And girl, they put it all in a plastic bottle and shake it up, and it turns to milk.
Ah,
Jesus be your fence, right? That's a hell of a high. Gotta be.
I don't want to be that high.
I don't either. I do not either.
Bless it. Wait, let me give me a card. Okay. So I pull honesty, and the energy of honesty supports our choice to be courageously truthful and genuine with kindness and tact.
Mm.
And the questions for honesty is: do you consider yourself an honest person? When are you dishonest? Think of an occasion when you chose not to tell the truth. Why did you make that choice? How do you feel about little white lies? About telling minor fibs to a stranger, to your best friend? Contemplate how it would be possible to be honest without hurting someone's heart. Do you want others to tell you the truth all the time, unconditionally? So, I like that last one. Do you want others to tell you the truth all the time, unconditionally?
Yeah.
I do. Because if I find out, it's going to be a problem.
Mm.
No,
It's gonna be some smoke in the city.
it ain't going to be no. I just remove myself. At this point in my life, that's where I'm at.
Mhm. Dishonesty, and that is kind of what we talking about today.
It do. It go right out along kind of with it a little bit with the integrity and dishonesty part.
Yeah,
Woo.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, 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 no.
Okay, Destiny Child.
Girl, now to be on the memes on them.
Ah,
On,
shit. Hey, but I do want to. Hey, I want to. I just seen a picture from them files, and it was like a person folded up like a rotisserie chicken.
that's not funny. Wait, which way? Like a pretzel, or humped over like a rotisserie chicken?
Like they arms and legs was tied together, and it looked like they had been like
Oh
barbecued.
Jesus, hanging upside down.
No, on a table, like a
But
turkey,
like how they be doing the rotisseries.
like a flipped over. You know how you get a rotisserie chicken and you take it
I'm
out
not
the
gonna laugh
bag,
at this. Okay. Yeah.
and you take it out the bag, and the legs and stuff be tied together with that string.
I'm sorry.
It's not funny, but I mean
It's not funny.
how I described it was kind of funny,
How
but
you described it is funny. The situation behind it, I'm not laughing at that because that is not no funny business. But all I could see
it's
was the
really fucked
rotisserie
up.
chicken. And
Huh?
now they be all I can see is the rotisserie chicken, and then they be tying it up with look like a hair tie. Y'all remember them old hair ties that we used to use with the gold strings in it, the elastic joints, not these new joints. That's
Mm-hmm.
what the real rotisserie chicken ties be
Well,
looking.
that's what it looked like, and then they was eating food out of like the ass.
What?
Yes,
Uh, Eating food out the ass.
it'll take a whole another level to eating ass.
That's like that movie, The Human Centipede.
No, it was um like a turkey, like stuffed, like a
Mm,
turkey, like Thanksgiving.
okay.
It
Ugh.
was a woman.
Was it? It was a wrong. Why is they putting these pictures out?
Cause I mean, why not?
Oh Lord, I get it, but I don't get it because I'm just saying that like they're desensitizing people to this.
It
Yes,
is.
I think we need to know about this, but the world that we live in and the way everything is so shown to us on the internet, after a day or two, you're gonna be used to them flashes of them on that thing, and then
That's the first one I seen, but I didn't know what to. I didn't know how to react to it. I just
like,
turned.
who are these people that they is showing? Like, where are what?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like this is just showing how this country is so perverted in the perversions that live here because y'all, this been going on way before Epstein. Like I
Yeah.
said, if don't it like I delved into it a little bit a couple years ago with the Franklin cover up.
Mm.
Boys Town out of Nebraska. And it's like this was going on in the 80s. They were trafficking boys then, teenage boys that were on the streets who came from unstable homes and they didn't have anywhere to go. So they were trafficking them. They would give them drugs, give them money, give them someplace to go. But in return, they would have to do favors for politicians, famous people. And it was a big blow up in the 80s because they started kidnapping boys off the streets. So I just, like I said, I'm just disappointed because people are so oblivious to stuff. You know what I'm saying? Until it's right in their face.
Yep.
And it's like, this ain't no I told you
But
moment. A lot of people
sometimes that's what it takes.
it do, but to me, this is not a I told you moment because a lot of people like, oh, we been on, the ones that they've called, what do you call them, conspiracy theorists. This is not that type of situation because that could be anybody's kids. And if you look at how they're doing kids now, it's like they're taking away the rights of parents and the state and everybody else wants control of your children, and that's never good. That is never a good situation.
I don't think
And
it is, but I don't think it's good to keep it secret either.
no, and I'm not saying keep it secret, but I'm just saying, like, what are people going to do? What actions are people going to take?
Just crash
Seriously.
out like that dude at the what you call? I don't think it should be hid, but also I don't know. Maybe it should be. I don't know what to say to
Yeah.
this. I just seen that picture and I was like, wow, I have never seen anything like that ever in my life.
Yeah. And it's like the people that have done this stuff, y'all ain't doing shit. They still in position. People are
Mm.
still worshiping these people that are part of that shit. And it's like, at what point do people be like, no, this is fucking wrong? Like, nah.
That's what I was trying to figure out is at what point
Yeah, and that's my point. Like, yeah, y'all showing this, but
they
are people going to do anything?
right. The files are coming out, but is
And
anybody
it's involving people that are in leadership, politicians,
else?
people that are celebrities, and like we live in a culture that has worshipped celebrityism, and that to me in itself is weird as hell. Like, no, hell
Yeah,
no.
like I be watching some different people talk about stuff. I just can't be still because I can't get comfortable. Can you hear me move?
Uh-uh.
So yeah, but anyway, we can go on from that topic.
Yeah.
That just threw me. I never seen a human rotisserie chicken.
I ain't either. Jesus.
I was like, whoa,
All I could think of was a rotisserie chicken from Walmart.
that's what it looked like. All it needed was a plastic bag. So I think it's pretty sick. It was nasty.
Man, well, Lord.
Right.
Well. All right.
Just
So,
in
guys.
peace to all the children that was harmed. Shit, that's about all I know to say.
Mm,
I guess. Yeah. How they ended up over there?
end
Anyway,
up over what?
let's get off of this topic.
All right. I told you how they end up over there, girl. Their mamas and daddies ain't giving a damn about these children. And a lot of mamas and daddies put them in them situations. That's why I'm saying we worshiping celebrities and
Mm-hmm.
rich folks. These be the ones pimping their kids out, put them in the system.
Right.
That's where they came from. Kids be on drugs their whole life. Come on, man. Come on. Got to do better. Okay. So we're today, guys. So we're talking about opportunistic, being a tractor versus an opportunistic, and basically how we attract or pursue opportunities. And we will also take a look into integrity and dishonesty and what it may look like when we seek opportunities. Um, like I said, opportunistic people. We all know somebody who is all over the place. Every time you see it, every time something pop up, they in the way. I ain't gonna say they in the way. They jumping in. Like we really see it nowadays on social media. A prime
Mhm.
example is Glorilla and her sister. I don't know if you've been following it.
I didn't follow. I didn't. I don't know exactly what happened. I just know well two things. They really look a lot alike, and um, money makes people act weird.
Yeah. She's extremely funny and she's giving some truths. But
Who?
this is off
The
Glorilla's
sister.
sister. Yes.
Yeah.
But she did it off of being opportunistic based off of her sister. Based off of her sister, when she needed some money, and she just basically went online and said, my sister don't give us no money. She the left, she ain't
She
helping
have to
nobody.
though.
Huh?
Do she have to?
I don't think so. I don't think she's obligated. But once again, you know what I'm saying, people dynamics is different. It was 10 of them, 9, 10, hell, 11, 12 children. And so they all grew up in the same situation. But this sister grew up in foster care because she said, I'm not growing up like this in this house with my mom and daddy. full of shit and ain't nobody feed me. So to me, it sounds like it's the parents' fault. But needless to say, that's a situation of she's making an opportunity for herself based off of her sister. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
it's turned out well for her. But at the same token, like you did this on the coattail of your sister and bashing her and talking
So
shit about
was it
her.
a one-time thing or
No, girl, she just she done got big now. She went on once and she talked about how Glorilla doesn't do anything for her and she needed $2,500. But now she's turned into an internet sensation. She's like, shit, I done made well over 200,000 off of this. So I'm finna keep going. So she's just
that's
checking.
horrible?
She's coming for everybody because everybody got pissed at her. Like I said, celebrity
I've
culture
seen a lot of people talking about it, but like I just think sometimes shit be stupid.
celebrity culture is weird anyway.
Mhm.
Because they all of these celebrities are speaking out against her and taking up for Glorilla. But like that's how celebrities do. Once you get in that shit, it's like a cult. They all stick up for each other. But she came back and she talked about all the people that talked about her, like Joe Budden, Boosie, Charleston White, you know, all these people. She was basically saying, like, I'm a girl and y'all got me in y'all mouth and y'all old ass men. But that's not the point I'm getting at. The point is that's a situation where she took it as an opportunity and she's made it big. So is that wrong of her? You know what I'm saying? Is it right?
I
But
think
she
I think if you look at it from what perspective you looking at it, like if you looking at it from this my sister,
Mhm.
then like how was your relationship with your sister to where you feel like it's cool to publicly, roast your sister like that? Or I mean to like to do it just repeatedly or
Mhm.
however for
Mhm.
her to make that much money off of it, it had to been done repeated repetitively. How about that? And then
Yeah.
uh
Well, she kind of did like finesse two times. Finesse two times getting on there and talking shit. But he was famous and she
I had
wasn't.
they had
So
an
she
itch
said,
up in the middle of my boot, made me lose my whole train of thought. I couldn't get to it. That's why I just my whole thing said, oh, because I'm trying to I couldn't get to it. I could my bad. But no, I just think that it makes a difference on,
depending on the situation.
yeah.
Because what somebody may see as being opportunity, somebody may see that as an opportunity, and
Yeah.
so
But I do think the amount of integrity that you have going to better, like considering who the person is, I think it makes changes with what level of integrity the level of integrity you're gonna move with. For me,
but why
I can
go on
only
the
speak on
internet?
myself, huh?
But why go on the internet and air out your family when if they didn't do what you wanted, they didn't do what you wanted them to do. So you think it's okay to go on the internet? So to
Because
me, that's opportunist.
yeah, and then a means of control or manipulation. So are opportunists manipulative?
So I'm going to give you all 8 types of opportunists.
Okay.
So opportunists can be a lot of really in the society we live in, opportunists is looked at as a bad thing. So
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
just saying
because
I wasn't saying that I just act that's the reason why I said is opportunist manipulative because usually if you are a manipulative person then it's probably not
yeah.
positive
So
aspect.
in reality, not every opportunist is a user, but because sometimes resources are there for you to use to create opportunities. But here are 8 types of opportunity, and this is from blavity.com. So
Mhm.
the 8 types of opportunities and how to spot them. The first one is the strategizer. The strategizer doesn't come with requests on the first call. They're much smarter than that. They're more calculated and they plan in advance. So it takes them a while to get around and ask you what they want. And
Mm,
once they get it, you won't see them for a while until they need you.
that's horrible.
The next one is the entitled one. This one is unapologetically narcissist. It's like you should feel privileged to have the opportunity to cater to the every need. And we know a whole sect of people that do that. It's yeah. So
Yeah.
and don't expect any reciprocity. This is how it works. You should be glad that they're in your presence or they allowed you in your presence. The next one is the bully. Their plan is to intimidate you into compliance. They're usually the most popular and they use their clout and control. They use clout to control everyone and everything around them. Hmm. And they will
So
fabricate if you
how would
huh?
that look? How would that look like in real?
So in real life, if okay, so this is what it says. If you deny their irrational request, they will spread rumors and disparaging things on your name and fabricate an entire narrative about you. And they
Mm,
usually get away with it because nobody wants to be on their bad side. So you got to think about this in terms of like hierarchy
mm-hmm.
in certain settings. You know, we live in a society with everything. I think this whole shit is a pyramid scheme.
It
Scheme.
is
The United States
a
is set up
pyramid
on it's
scheme and a pyramid.
yeah, it's a pyramid and a pyramid scheme. Yes, it is a pyramid scheme. This is the feudal system of the English from the fucking 15 and 14, 1600s. We live in feudalism. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And that's a whole pyramid from the top. Everything comes from the top down instead of grassroots up. So I think United States is
Yeah,
a
that's what I
pyramid. I think huh?
put in it put in the chat where it say you move from hierarchy down instead of judgment up.
Yeah, exactly. And usually the best way everything that I learned, the most effective systems are ran from grassroots up because people at the bottom are grassroots. They are boots on the
Yeah,
ground. They know
they
exactly
know
what's going
what's
on
really
beneath.
happening. Mm-hmm.
Yes, the people at the top are out of touch,
Right.
dearly out of touch. So, but yeah, the United States, well, where we are now is it's a pyramid and a Ponzi scheme, in my opinion, and that's me. So, the next type is the sneak. The sneak is a spin master who drops subliminal hints, and plays on your sympathies to get whatever they may want.
Mm.
The
So
next, uh,
what's the, like? How does that look? Like if you was to did it give an
so
example?
so that's somebody who always cries and like, oh, it makes you feel guilty. They play off of guilt.
Okay.
They play
So
off of guilt.
emotional
Yes,
manipulation.
emotional manipulation. That would be the
Mhm.
sneak. So the next one is the scammer. The scammer is a combination of all and the users. This one isn't for a long game, and they will study your personality, observe your patterns, and out your vulnerabilities and use them against you again and again. Hmm.
That can be done on online.
Yes, that can be done online. That can be done. That's more of your opportunist behind the scene. Or no, it's online and you got some people that's some friends that may be scammers. Like they
Yep.
know you and they'll take advantage of you and be like, oh, I know she fucked with me. Girl be done took all your shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the benevolent one. That's the one that doesn't need anything from you. They're here to present you with the opportunity. So they're here to help you. Just do A, B, C, and D, and you will gain X through E through Z. Now that's like your multi-level marketing schemes. So like all these people that be selling stuff and they be like, oh, you come in under me and I'll help you set you up. Y'all remember when people was selling their tea tree oil and shit through yes, that's kind of huh.
I remember when they used to go door to door and do them vacuum cleaners.
The who?
Vacuum cleaners.
Oh yeah, but I don't think that was scamming. But I don't think they really needed people under them because people under them was bringing them money. The more people you
I was
bought
just
in,
talking about like the scamming part.
oh yeah, the scammer. Yeah,
Well,
so
they
the
weren't
benevolent.
really scammers, but it was like a $3,000 vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, So they telling you if you get this will be the benefits. But were they being benevolent? Or were they just selling it to you?
That's crazy.
So
Or
that's the
they offer
benevolent.
it to you, and if you don't pay the little fee to get the supplies, they won't let you into the Zoom.
Oh Lord, into a Zoom.
Yeah,
When was they selling this during COVID?
no, just like you know how you can do like online stuff. Like if you buy
Oh
this, if you get my whatever, then you can go to the master class for whatever.
yes,
You don't
that's
pay for it.
multi-level. That's multi-level marketing. Then
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm
yeah.
giving the example.
Yeah, this like Mary Kay. Mary Kay was the same thing. Like you sold stuff, but you got paid more money based off of you bringing other people into Mary Kay because every person that you bought in, you got paid, and then the person that bought you in got paid off of you and the people you bought in, and so it's another pyramid scheme. But that's the benevolence. Like if
I'm
you just
trying
do
to
this,
be at the top of the pyramid scheme.
richer than a bitch. So the next one is the informant. The informant lives for the tea. They may look like a friend or even a supportive shoulder to lean on, but don't be fooled. They're solely there for information to keep your funds and your favors. The informant could care less about those material things. They just want exclusive VIP access to your struggle. This gossip thrives on being in the know. Their entire social status depends on it. Jesus, these are some horrible opportunists.
Yeah, but people do it, and then if you're not practicing discernment, I'm almost tired of that word, but it's important.
It's
Uh,
very important.
this then you that shit
Because
just crazy.
Cause nowadays it seems like everybody got a scheme or a scam.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody just out here
there's
really just
something
trying to
to
fool with people.
sell.
Yeah, if you come across somebody that genuinely cares, you got a gem. Cause baby,
You do because
everybody looking for the
you
come up.
fucked up.
Yes. And then the last one is the tragic
Hey, but
one.
you know what I will
Huh?
say, this, and I think a lot of times, people have been ran over. I ain't gonna say ran over, but what's another word? Have been a victim to
Mm-hmm.
honest opportunists. So when they do
Hmm.
run into somebody that's genuine and real, they don't know what to do with it.
Right. They waiting on the other shoe to drop and expecting
Right.
them to do them wrong. And
Yeah.
end up 9 times out of 10, what they call it, they run them off by hey, what's the word? Dang it, I can't remember. Self, uh, I can't even remember. Girl, my memory be in and out. I swear to God. Not self destructive. What's the word? Self sabotatory. Self sabotage. Self sabotage. Yes.
Crazy.
And so the last one is the tragic one. The tragic one is a special case because their usuration may or may not even be intentional. We
Mm.
all go through rough patches, and sometimes those tragic periods last longer than others. In those particular needy moments, it may necessary to lean on others for more support than usual. However, this person lives in a perpetual state of emergency, always fighting fires and needing to be bailed out. So basically, somebody that always wants you to come to their rescue.
Mm. But I ain't scared to go to jail.
Ain't scared to go to jail.
All right, you got one time.
One
That's
time for the birthday treat.
yep.
Okay. So, how to differentiate opportunists from authentic individuals? Because some people are authentic and they may not be opportunists.
Yeah. I
So,
think so. It's hard to run across genuine, authentic people.
what it is, you nowadays you can't go based off somebody's words. The actions speak louder than words. You have to go based off of somebody's actions and what they're displaying.
Right.
But then, I don't know. Sometimes
But I
folk be
think
knowing how long.
a lot of times somebody can say something and then say.
And
I always say, um, what I say, not what I. I mean, don't worry about what I say. Just watch what I'm doing.
mhm.
Yeah.
So here are some ways to spot you should watch out. Here are some telltale ways, telltale signs of opportunists. They have selective support. So what they give selective support. Opportunists are known for their one-sided relationship.
Mhm.
They seek your help or support when they need it, but mysteriously disappear when you're in need.
Shit, that's a
If
lot of.
you look, that's a lot of folks, but if you're there, if a genuine person is going to be there consistently and they're going to support and be reciprocal of your times of need.
Right.
Uh, That's an authentic individual. The next one is transactional behaviors. Authentic people value you for who you are, not just what you can provide. Opportunists only show interest when you have something to offer.
I think
Next one.
babies are opportunists.
You think who?
Babies.
Yes, they are. Well, they have no choice.
Babies and dogs.
Right. And them the only people that need to be opportunists. The rest of y'all better get a fucking life.
Man. Man.
Uh The next one are and cats too. My cats are very transactional, baby. They love on you when they know you in your feelings, but baby, they only Jughead only comes to holler at the window when he is hungry. Or when he wants somebody to rub on him and sit outside with him. And once he done, he goes on about his business and he'll come back when he hungry again. He's very transactional.
I ain't mad at it.
Next one is fair weather friends.
What's
That's
that?
a distinctive trait of an opportunist is they tend to be front and center when you're engaged in exciting or beneficial activities, and then they move out the way, or they relish in limelight and want to share your success with you. But when it becomes less thrilling or challenging, they fade into the background.
Mm.
An authentic individual remains present, engaged with you throughout highs and lows of life. Once again, that's fair weather friends. So when the weather good, they outside. But when the weather bad, they be like, "Look, we in the house, bitch. We ain't fooling with you."
Well, I think after you run into so many people, they be like that. A lot of times your circle gets smaller and smaller.
Right. And you just know when you see these people coming, like, oh, I know what they own. They just at a low point. I know I have a lot of people that come to me when they at a low point. They don't share their good shit with me. So how does that work?
You
What
are
type of opposite?
a
Huh?
reverse a reverse
Oh,
fair weather friend.
right. So I don't. The people come to me when they at their low points, but when they get back up and they high, they don't fool with me no more.
Why you laugh that hard?
Cause that is hilarious. I
That
just
shit.
had to think about it.
But
I
I've
said,
had, I just, and then sometimes I think it's because I have that a lot of times too. People call and want you to solve problems or whatever. And then when you get hurt or you don't hear from, you don't really hear from people when it's
yeah,
when you are in a position of need or
yeah.
assistance.
Well, I don't never really reach out to no whole lot of folks when I'm in need. I try to keep quiet and figure it out myself.
That's
If
usually easiest because when you allow people to, I ain't gonna say allow people to help, but they be looking at it as now it's transactional
or what
instead
I think
of,
is,
instead
I
of
know
just
for
doing it from the kindness. Like just do it because
hmm
if like I feel like if I'm the type of person where if you need something, I would just do it. Then
hmm
I think you should have that same. It should be reciprocal. But a lot of people are
hmm
not like that.
yeah. And I think with me, because I don't go to a lot of other people with my problems, they think I have it put more to. They think may
So you
think that I
can
have.
figure all that.
Yes, they may think I'm more put together or that I'm okay and I'm strong enough to deal with other people's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times
Yeah,
I
but
just choose.
that's I think that comes for when you are a person that has what the hell? When you have a lot of when you know how to do a lot of things.
Hmm.
Autopsy.
Yeah, because most of the people that call me for questions or help. I don't really share a lot with them.
Yeah.
I'm always on the up and up and on the positive side. Because even when I do have issues, I just try to look at it from a good, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all right. It's just a little rough patch.
Because what can you do about it if, like, you can think on it and, for me, I might need to think about it. Okay, well, let me go sit down and, think. But then I'm going to try my best. Try my best to be positive and not, overthink shit and panic. But
Yeah,
it just depends on the situation and where you are in life. I think it allows you to be
yeah,
more calm.
yeah.
Hey, autopsy report.
Okay, so the next one is consistency in communication. Authenticity often reveals itself through consistent communication. True friends and genuine connections maintain contact irrespective of circumstances. Opportunists only reach out when they foresee something advantageous for themselves. Mm,
Yeah, what that mean?
shit. If they ain't gonna communicate on a regular basis, you're only gonna hear them what we just said. They only gonna reach out when they need something.
I
It's
think
not for
that's a lot of most. That's almost most people though.
yeah. But that's a form of
Opportunists.
opportunism. Yeah. And so
Yeah.
next one is long term versus short term perspective. Opportunists typically have short term focus for immediate gains. Long
Yeah.
term, they're not in the long for long term relationship. In contrast, authentic individuals are interested in building lasting connections. And that would be basically like not burning bridges, building bridges instead of
Right.
just burning them bitches. Um
I think it
Empathy. Uh-huh.
depends on that can be put into categories based on relationships too, like to what type of relationship.
Because I know they used to say all the time, when I worked at Enterprise, you build rapport with people, network, don't burn your bridges. You might need them people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So, um, so empathy and understanding. When you face challenges or difficulty, authentic individuals display empathy and understanding. Opportunists may lack a genuine concern and instead focus on how your situation impacts them.
Yep.
So that's making it about them. Or making it about like, damn, this motherfucker might they messed up. They ain't gonna be able to do what they been doing for me, bruh.
Right.
So you can look at it from many perspectives. At a job,
Mm-hmm.
relationships, you get with
Don't get,
somebody.
don't get hurt or get pregnant or some shit, and you're not
Ooh,
capable of doing what you typically
you
do.
ain't doing
They look at that you're not as useful.
right. And then same with like relationships. Say you with somebody and they with you and you bringing all this stuff to the table. You doing X, Y, Z. The minute you can't do that, oh, they on to the next.
Yep.
Oh
That
shit,
can be
she.
used for emotional stuff too.
Yes. That can be will be an example of emotional, in your opinion.
Mhm. Autopsy report said to be advantageous means to be beneficial. She just read what you said.
Uh, okay, so then the next one is intuition and gut feeling. Your intuition can be a valuable guide. If you consistently get a gut feeling that someone is around when they want something, trust your instincts. Gut feelings often have a basis in reality.
Yep.
Mm,
But
okay,
if your nervous system is out of whack,
you don't really know.
then I was listening to this lady talk, and she was talking about using Faraday blankets and stickers and stuff because now they done started sending signals with messages through.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Well, not
to your
had
nervous system.
started. It's just that more prevalent.
Yeah, shocking your nervous system, signals to your brain that you may not understand or see. Send them through your phone. They can send them through your through them things on the back of your house. And then, like we always say, they got remotes, nigga. Bluetooth. They Bluetooth your ass. Zoop,
Yep. But
whole nervous
that's what
system.
she was talking about with the AirPods and shit.
Yes. And then you gotta think about it, sitting on the internet, absorbing a lot of this stuff that we look at, that's
Hmm.
triggering in itself. Like seeing certain images. That's what I meant earlier about that whole releasing those facts. It's triggering, but then it desensitizes you as well. So
Yep.
like sometimes you gotta unplug and just really tap in and get in tune with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
detox. Cause this a lot of this shit is garbage that they're feeding us. And a lot of it is not true. We don't even know what's real and fake. Things lines have become so blurred. And so you start going down a path
Biology
believe.
engineered.
Yes. Engineered problems, engineered narratives, and you start believing that stuff and you just finna
On top of eating engineered food.
right. You just an engineered motherfucker that can be controlled.
Man, crazy.
That I pulled out my Faraday fabric last week, bro. Cause I like I said, whatever that head cold shit was, that shit had me feeling crazy. I was like, bro, I feel like I'm about to lose it because
It
I could hear
said
huh?
the 6G and targeted signal attacks that the tech has available right now. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So if y'all
And
see
whatever
people walking around with 10-4 things on their head,
mine,
you might need to just
mine.
make one.
I did last week. Sure did. Had one on my head because I was like, I was that
Yeah.
with that illness, wherever these colds or illnesses are, they are creating these to create a certain sense in people, and it's affecting your nose, nasal cavity. You think about anything that goes up your nose, it goes directly to your brain. What sits under your brain? I want to say is your hypothalamus. That controls what is. Let me Google it, man, before I start lying. What does the hypothalamus control? I don't want to tell y'all no lie. The hypothalamus, yeah, the hypothalamus is known as the smart control center, maintaining homeostasis by regulating essential involuntary functions. It controls body temperature, hunger, thirst, sleep wake cycles, blood pressure, heart rate, and emotional responses. It is the bridge between the nervous and endocrine systems, directing the pituitary gland to release hormones affecting growth, metabolism, and reproduction. I've been hollering this since COVID, y'all. Whatever that stuff is that is affecting your nose, going into your nasal cavity, is going straight into your hypothalamus, and it is dysregulating your systems. And whatever I said, like I said, whatever this head cold stuff was, I felt like water was just swishing around in my head, and it was driving me nuts because I could hear it. And I was like, damn, am I losing my mind? I told my daughter, I was like, what the hell going on? I made me a whole 10 for a head and pulled out my Faraday fabric and put it under my head.
You was crazy.
I'm dead serious.
Look at that
Because
uh comment.
so we have okay, you said, and we technically have two nasal cavities, meaning two noses. Bible says God breath fluid of life was his exhale from his nose. Crazy. Okay. And see, that's what I'm saying. He said the 6G and targeted signals attacks that tech has available right now. Exactly. And then they're using our bodies. We are electrical and they're
Mhm.
using our bodies as to power up. I live in a smart city. This is the only smart city in the area, and I could tell, I feel it. We were the first city in the world to have gig internet. They put all of these fiber optic wires under the ground starting in like 2008, 2007, and by 2012 or 13, they did it within 5 years. We were known as the Geek City. We're known as the Geek City. They had all these wires running under the ground for fast giga speed internet. And so
They
we're
got
one
that
of the only,
here.
huh?
They got that here now.
Yeah, they got it everywhere now, but we were the first city in the world to have it. So just imagine, mind you, we right here on the river, like what effects that's having on people. Like I said, and then I think, like I said about these colds and illnesses, they are giving these to people, and all of that stuff is playing a role. in mental stability. You know, they're telling everybody you got mental illnesses and you got somebody constantly pushing that. But hell, a lot of this
You ain't
stuff
gonna
is
do nothing
not
but believe it.
right. You're gonna believe it eventually, but a lot of it is not. It's induced. It's not from us. You know what I'm saying? They're creating a problem and trying to give us the solution to it at the same time. But
Yeah.
I digress. I digress. I don't know if you all listen to Sabrina Wallace. She's on TikTok. I really found her on
I
most of
seen
her stuff.
somebody else talking about her today. That's
Yeah,
like,
she is on. I've been following her for a while. I want to say she's on not Substack. Dang it, I cannot remember. She's on one of those other websites that's not as big as the TikTok and all of those. And she actually
yeah.
does lectures. And what it was is she grew up, her family, her parents helped create the internet and helped with the internet boom and revolution. And she worked for the government as well. And
Mm.
so she finally broke away because it was making her crazy, or what they call crazy. She lives somewhere off the grid. But she talks about how forever they have been programming and using human electrical fields, our which is our auric fields as energy to run all of this internet stuff. So if y'all ever get the chance, she's a good one to watch and listen to. Like, she's not crazy at all, and people think she's crazy. She gives you tips on how to protect your auric field, certain things to wear, certain dances and movements that you have to do to confuse and protect your auric field. But I digress. We're fighting an unseen battle war at this time. That's why all that shit that they giving us on the internet, it's true, but it's been out there. We fighting some other stuff that we can't see. Anyways, I done got all off task.
Well, that's in our title.
Right. Don't get me started on the stuff when I go down them rabbit holes. I be going deep. Okay, so let's talk about attraction. So we got a little few minutes left. So the attractor, when the attractor is a final destination or pattern that a system, person, or situation becomes locked into, functioning as an island of stability. So that's in
Mm.
when you think about mathematical terms, what an attractor is. When you think about chemistry and particles, usually the attractor is the biggest one, the one that's on its own, and it pulls to them. It's a pattern, habit, or goal that draws behaviors and
Want to
energy
know?
towards it. Huh?
Do you have a link for Sabrina?
Ah, I wish I
If you
did,
if
Lord.
you go on TikTok or YouTube and type in what's her name, Sabrina what?
Sabrina Wallace. Go on TikTok. That's why I found her. Sabrina Wallace.
Yeah.
She's on TikTok. You type her up, and I want to. She's not on Substack. It was another website
Yeah.
that people were going on to get away from YouTube and stuff, and that's what all of her lectures is. But you can find her on TikTok, and I'm sure somebody will have
What was the other one you said?
what
The not YouTube, but what?
I can't remember what app it was that she
Mm.
was on. It's not Substack. Sabrina Wallace is her name.
But she can at the end of the day you can Google it.
Do what?
You can Google it.
Yeah, well, she ain't on Google. You have to get her. You have to pull up on TikTok, and she has a whole lot of snippets on there. But and she talks about what's going on, and she should have a. She does not have a TikTok page. People post her stuff on their pages,
Mm.
but she has where she goes on. Like I said, I can't remember it. My mind is it is
This is
going.
my brain. This is my
Yeah,
brain. Three
this is
kids.
my brain perimenopausal. But just look up, don't Google her, look up Sabrina Wallace on TikTok, and she goes into it deeply about your auric fields and how you have to protect them and what they're doing, because her family, and sometimes you can sound a little weird because you're like, what is she talking about? Because she's that intelligent. She's highly intelligent, highly intelligent. So you'll have to really slow down and listen to her. But
Hmm.
she gives a lot of information. A lot of information. Okay, so attractor. So it's a pattern, habit, or goal that draws behaviors and energies towards it. A super attractor, according to Gabrielle Bernstein, it involves aligning one's internal energy and emotions with deserved actions to manifest them, with emphasis on positivity, gratitude, and consistency in mindset to attract desired experiences.
To control your mind.
Hmm. Control your mind and emotions and get them all on the same page, if at all
If
possible.
you for I think never mind, your mind, heart, and vagina need to be on the same page.
Yes, they do. Mhm.
To
She's
control
on
your
Telegram. Telegram. That's it. Telegram. Huh. Telegram. I knew it was a web.
I heard of that before.
Yes, Telegram is one that they're Telegram. She
Yeah.
teaches you about your body field, and your biosphere. But yes, she's on
Mm.
Telegram.
And if it's anything that's doing with bio, that means it's dealing with life. Hey, I watched this video on mimicry, biodiversity mimicry, where it was talking about how the nature evolves. And it was a caterpillar. Like this is just a random shit that just popped in my head. I don't even know where it came from. But
Hmm.
it was a caterpillar, and but the caterpillar, the end of it looked like a snake. But over time it had evolved into that to keep it from being eaten, from being,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. That just was random as hell, but I just thought about it. Just talking about the bio thing. And I
Yeah.
thought about biodiversity, and then I
Yeah,
was like,
biodiversity and bios. Yeah, because eventually, as the mammals and humans, you have to evolve
do
to if you want to maintain your to protect yourself.
the survival of the fittest.
Yeah, whether we want to or not, then the way they rolling, huh? They're gonna make you.
You're gonna have to
mm,
change. Yeah,
Like we were saying earlier, they giving us bioengineered foods,
man. Right.
bioengineered narratives, bioengineered everything. So eventually, gonna have little bioengineered GMO children running around here.
They
Mm,
already here.
exactly.
And they can,
Oh,
if these children came in for chaotic purposes. You remember we talked about that? We talked about that before. But
yes, they can survive
it's
the
very
chaos.
evident and prevalent.
Yes, they are here for the whatever is on coming on the way because baby they are chaotic.
Yeah, say what it is.
Yeah, they are chaotic and they bodies and mental can handle that. If we stop letting folks tell them they mentally ill,
Right, or bad. Well, some of them.
some of them bad, but not all of them.
But
A lot of them.
be a product of your environment sometimes, and sometimes you just be trying to fit. They just be trying to fit in.
Exactly.
Damn, I'm hungry.
Yeah. Okay, that was a good show. Good,
It
good time. Thank you. Autopsy report by Carla Harvey. We're gonna have to see what you're talking about. Autopsy report.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, and being interactive with us.
Autopsy report. I will go look at that.
Exactly. Love you too. Appreciate it. We might have found somebody that we can listen to that they don't think we crazy. Okay, you launch in 2 weeks.
All
Bet.
right, then
We'll,
cool.
we'll be on the lookout for you then. We'll go follow you.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, let me get my. I can't reach it. Hold on. Okay, here you go.
We sending love and healing to your foot.
And positivity.
Positivity and
But
light.
it looks like a real. It looks like a foot now. So I'm proud of it. It's one. It's almost one color, and
Them herbs, I'm
it
telling
don't dangle as much.
you. Ooh.
So yeah. But let's finish it. So We are root of your root and soil of your soil, bone of your bone and blood of your blood. We boldly and graciously thank our ancestors for their guidance with our connection to Source, God, and the universe, to gaining peace in our mind, protection from monitoring spirits, and the ability to send negativity back to the sender, the wisdom to communicate truthfully from an open heart space, and allowing forgiveness to continue in our open heart space, the clarity to see success and accept joy into our lives while sitting in a safe place, the ability to create necessities for health and good energy. We overstand, understand, and understand the strength and power that's being bestowed upon us. We accept the responsibility of the gifts passed down to us. We walk in your strength and power today and every day. Ashe.
I see. Hey.
Okay? Don't play.
Oh, they done changed it, Lord. They say, do you want to first follow, leave, and exit the room? What I put? Leave or follow and exit? Lord, leave.
Well, you probably have to. Okay.